Hey everyone, welcome into our latest Trade to Black podcast. I'm your host, Shad Dales, and today we're going to dive into some breaking news from earlier this week. It has come to the light that the DEA under the Biden administration was indeed biased against the idea of rescheduling cannabis. Well. We'll explore the details backing up this allegation through an ongoing lawsuit and discuss what this news might mean with the new DEA administration under Trump's administration. There's a lot to cover, so let's get into it. So where are we today? In recent years, the debate over cannabis rescheduling has intensified, with the Biden administration's DEA facing accusations of bias and manipulation. Today, we look at the allegations, the key players involved, and how the Trump administration might leverage this controversy. So first, the allegations. The DEA under the Biden administration has been accused of rigging the cannabis rescheduling process. According to court documents, the DEA allegedly weighted the public process to ensure it could reject moving cannabis from a Schedule 1 to a Schedule 3 under the federal law. The DEA named 25 participants for the cannabis rescheduling hearing, which has now been delayed until later this year. Among the participants were industry groups, lawyers, doctors, state regulators, veteran groups, elected figures, and prohibitionists. Some notable names include the following: Shane Pennington, a prominent administrative law attorney representing Village Farms International; Aaron Smith, CEO of the National Cannabis Industry Association; and Michelle Rudder Freeberg, the organization's chief lobbyist. Also, Dr. Chad Collis of the American Academy of Hospice and Palliative Medicine; John Jones, Treasurer and Director of Cannabis Biosciences International Holdings, along with Katie Green, a lobbyist with the Platinum Advisors representing the Commonwealth Project. So what information is there that proves that the DEA was indeed biased towards rescheduling cannabis? Here's why. The DEA's selection process has been criticized for favoring anti-cannabis representatives. The agency considered a total of 163 applicants, but selected only 25 based on still unknown criteria. What is that? The DEA rejected participation requests from New York and Colorado officials who supported rescheduling and attempted to aid almost a dozen opponents of marijuana rescheduling. Wild. So when we look now at the Trump administration now taking over, new DEA leadership may interpret the Biden administration actions as further evidence of corruption and inefficiency. So who now leads the DEA? Let's look at Trump's new DEA leader. Trump's pick for permanent DEA administrator is Terry Cole, and he has a just say no stance on marijuana, linking cannabis use to suicide risk and schizophrenia. Cole's position aligns with the late former First Lady Nancy Reagan's Just Say No campaign. But let's be honest, that was 40 years ago. Based off of that, the Trump administration, they might use the DEA's alleged bias as another reason to criticize the Biden administration. By highlighting the perceived corruption and inefficiency, Trump could argue that the Biden administration failed to address the cannabis rescheduling issue effectively. You don't say. As the debate over cannabis rescheduling continues, the actions of the DEA under the Biden administration cannot go unnoticed during the whole process in the eye of the Trump administration. And with the new leadership under Trump, it's worth noting that this indeed is an initiative that his party could steal from the Democrats. Something that may grab their interest as well, knowing that as many as 70% of Americans right now want cannabis to be fully legalized across the country. So what are the next steps? The Trump administration will probably start fielding calls on people's stance towards this whole ALJ hearing and the rescheduling process of cannabis. So the next moves are going to be very, very important. Balls in your court, President Trump. Let's see where you go from here. So there you go. This should give you a comprehensive understanding of what's happened and, more importantly, what could happen next. So what do you all think will happen next? Let us know by leaving some comments below. And if you like this content we produced here, then give this video a like. Make sure to smash on that bell for all notifications. And if you haven't done so, make sure to subscribe to our channel. We'd appreciate it here at TDR. In conclusion, if the U.S. were to reschedule cannabis, it would not only benefit America, but it would benefit the world, knowing many countries view the U.S. and their drug policy as first movers. So make sure you stay connected with us here at TDR, and I'll see you next time on our latest Trade to Black podcast. I'm your host, Shad Dales, and thanks everyone for watching.